It was supposed to be just another ordinary Thursday afternoon. A bustling canteen, laughing students, a warm breeze drifting through the windows. And then, within seconds, everything changed. A thunderous roar, a flash of fire, and silence. This is the story of the day. A plane fell from the sky into a college hostel, calm before the chaos. It was 1:39 p.m. at the BJ Medical College Hostel in Ahmedabad. The canteen was alive with over 35 people, students, young doctors, even families grabbing lunch. Conversations flowed between laughter and last-minute exam tips. Trays clinked, chairs scraped, and the aroma of freshly cooked food filled the room. Nobody could have predicted what was coming. The sky roars. Just 1.5 kilometers away, Air India Flight AI171 had lifted off the runway a Boeing 787 Dreamliner bound for London with 242 souls on board. But within seconds, something went horribly wrong. A mayday signal crackled through the airwaves, the engine screamed louder than usual, and then the unthinkable happened. The aircraft plunged from the sky, straight into the residential hostel. A massive explosion lit up the afternoon. Flames, smoke, debris everywhere. The moment of impact witnesses described the noise as deafening, like a bomb going off. At first, some thought it was lightning, confused by the 40-degree heat. Others ran to their windows, trying to understand the source of the sound. Doctors from the nearby Kidney Sciences building, just 500 meters away, rushed outside. That's when they heard the screams, "A plane has crashed into our building!" On the ground. Prince and Krish Patni, two brothers on their way to play cricket, were just meters from the hostel. In their words, "We saw something that looked like a wing. We rushed to the building, but the heat was unbearable." The explosion had engulfed the area in smoke and fire. When the blaze eased, the brothers alongside local volunteers and police began clearing debris. Inside the canteen. The first place they reached was the canteen, but what they saw wasn't chaos, it was stillness. The air was thick with smoke and the metallic stench of burned wreckage. Cooking gas cylinders were quietly removed. Any second could bring a second explosion. And then they noticed something behind a pile of suitcases. People. Silent, stunned, alive. Some still held spoons with food. Others had untouched plates before them. A few clutched water glasses. They hadn't even had time to react. The plane had struck so suddenly, it froze the moment. Of the 242 passengers aboard Flight AI171, only one survived. The crash didn't just end. Lives in the air tore through a community of young doctors, students, and families on the ground. For many, the trauma didn't come from what they saw, but what they lost in seconds. Friends, futures, and a sense of safety. In those terrifying few minutes, a place of learning became a scene of tragedy. Today, BJ Medical College remembers that day not only for its loss, but for the courage shown by its students, doctors, and strangers who ran toward the flames. The brothers who stepped in, the doctors who rushed out, the volunteers who cleared rubble to save lives. In the face of disaster, humanity responded, because even when the sky falls, it's people who rise.